SteamWorld Heist 2 is a turn-based tactics game by Thunderful Development, in which you play as a crew of seafaring robots fighting to save the world from a mysterious corruption in the water. Your hero is Captain Leeway, a young man haunted by the legendary deeds of his mother. Over the course of the story, you recruit a number of mostly interchangeable crew members with over-the-top personalities, and meet a few story-important characters who aren't all that interesting. None of the writing is bad per se, and there are some good moments surrounding Leeway's quest to live up to his mother's legacy, but little of it inspired any interest from me. The gameplay takes place on a 2D map, where your bullets ricochet off walls, which can lead to silly stuff like accidentally hitting yourself with a grenade, but other than that, it features relatively normal turn-based tactical gameplay. Each character has 2 action points, so you can move and shoot, or sprint. Attacking ends your turn, unless it's a secondary action. Each class has unique abilities, and so on. In between missions, you spend your currency on weapons or hiring new crew members, then sail around the hub world on your submarine, which is the other main gameplay style. While you're searching for a mission, enemy ships and submarines will attack you, and other hazards like water currents and mines will block your way or need to be carefully navigated. At sea, combat involves positioning your ship so your guns face the enemy, while trying to dodge incoming fire. The most interesting part of this is the sub-equipment system, which allows you to change your playstyle. Maybe you prefer to equip machine guns, which have a medium amount of ammo and damage, or lasers, which can fire underwater but tend to do less damage, or missiles, which deal high damage but have low ammo and can easily miss if your enemies are too fast. While this provides a sense of progression as you unlock new weapons and upgrades, the enhancements are only just deep enough to avoid being meaningless. As you progress the story, you unlock upgrades that'll allow you to traverse past certain obstacles, unveiling new parts of the world, and new missions that'll get you more experience for your units and progress the story, which once again brings you back to combat. While there's a good amount of enemy variety, the gameplay still gets repetitive before the end of its 20-hour-ish long story, partially because the same tactics apply to almost all situations. Your units can change classes and equip abilities from other classes to become more powerful, and there's some neat unique equipment to change your playstyle, like a hammer that buffs your defense when you use its ability, or a grenade launcher that sets everything on fire. But ultimately, the variety wasn't enough to stop me using the same tactics over and over, because they worked. As usual, there are rewards for completing extra objectives, like having crewmates live through a mission or retrieving loot. The game can be pretty difficult if you're trying to do everything perfectly, and there's a decent amount of content here for completionists. The biggest issue I have with the game is that it's good in a very forgettable way. Sure, there aren't many other side-on tactics games, which makes this a little more unique, and the gameplay is genuinely fun, as refined as the series always is. But the game's story is mediocre, the missions often feel quite similar, and the job system fails to have enough interesting abilities to significantly change up the gameplay as your characters level up. SteamWorld Quest 2 is a well-made tactics game that doesn't do anything particularly new or noteworthy. If you like the previous game, or the genre in general, you'll probably enjoy this, and I personally did, even if I don't think I'll remember much of it in a year or two. SteamWorld Heist 2 is out now on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X, and PC for $29.99.